Jamie Dornan's secret letter leaked, a final goodbye to Dakota. Some stories never end, they just become songs. Hollywood's shocking leak. London, one autumn morning, the world's media exploded. The Guardian published an exclusive article with the headline, Jamie Dornan's private letter to Dakota Johnson leaked, the final chapter of a love story that rocked the world. Fans couldn't believe it. A handwritten letter, written in blue ink, was allegedly from Jamie to Dakota Johnson, his co-star, rumored lover, and someone he once dared not keep a secret from. The letter was said to have been found in an old diary that Jamie had donated to a charity auction house. He had no idea that the diary page was still inside. For DJ, first line. The diary entry began with 3 simple letters. For DJ. Just 3 letters, but enough to make millions tremble. The letter was nearly 3 pages long, handwritten, the ink blotchy in places, as if tears had fallen as it was written. Jamie began softly, almost a confession. I don't know if I'll ever send this. You'll probably never read it. But if words are all I have left, let them be true. Memories that never fade. Jamie wrote about the early days of filming in Vancouver, in 2014. He remembered Dakota looking at him through the lens, the dim light from the set reflecting in her eyes. I wasn't scared, I wasn't acting, I was living. And somewhere in that fiction, I lost the line between Christian and myself. He says that many times, between heavy scenes, the two of them just sat in silence. Nothing to say, nothing to explain, just to be there. That silence resonated more than anything he ever said. An unexpressed love. Jamie admits that when true feelings began to develop, he chose to step back. I have a family waiting for me at home, and a woman who trusted me before the world. I can't betray that, but that doesn't mean I don't have real feelings for you. It was the first time Jamie publicly admitted, albeit indirectly, that he loved Dakota. A love that cannot be expressed in words, but is present in every look, every scene, every touch. I saw you in Malibu. The most shocking part of the letter is when Jamie mentions the day he saw a photo of Dakota and Chris Martin together. I saw you in Malibu. Not in person, but in a photo the world has seen 1,000 times. You smiled, and for the first time, I realized I had to let go. Jamie describes the feeling as the feeling of losing something that was never really yours. I am proud of you. Because you found what I couldn't give you, peace. The Lighthouse and Forgiveness. He mentions the Chris Martin song, The Lighthouse, which has become a symbol of forgiveness. When I heard his song, I understood. He didn't take you from me. He saved you. And maybe, in some strange way, he saved me too. Jamie said he listened to the song over and over again that night, alone in the studio, and cried, not out of jealousy, but out of gratitude. He turned our pain into music. And for that, I respect him more than anyone. Confession to the world. At the end of the letter, Jamie wrote, If the world knows, let them know, I never hated her. I never regretted her. I only regret that we met at the wrong time. He didn't sign it Jamie Dornan, but simply J. The letter ended with a small line in the bottom corner, almost whispering. Some stories never end, they just become songs. Global reaction. As soon as The Guardian published a copy of the letter, social media exploded. The hashtag Jamie letter to Dakota immediately topped the global trending list. Fans were deeply moved, with many writing, it wasn't a letter, it was poetry. He loved her in silence, and it was the strongest love. In Los Angeles, paparazzi caught Dakota Johnson leaving her home in tears, holding a printed copy of the letter. A close friend revealed. Dakota cried all night. She said, he's always been the only one who understood me without words. Dakota's public response. 2 days later, Dakota posted a black and white photo on Instagram, a half-burnt candle, with the caption, "Thank you for the words I never read. No name needed, no explanation needed. The whole world understood." Millions of hearts flooded the post, with comments like, "It ended in silence. She heard him, even though he was miles away. Chris Martin's silent grace." Chris Martin, in an interview with BBC Radio, was asked about the leaked letter. He only. Amelia Warner breaks silence. In a special LUK article, Jamie's wife, Amelia Warner, finally spoke out. "I read the letter to the world. It was both painful and healing. Jamie was a man of many emotions, and I always knew that his heart held stories that words could not express." She insisted their marriage was still strong. "We have been through storms before. This time it was love, not betrayal." Amelia's words touched the hearts of the public, a woman strong enough to love a man with a multidimensional heart. The legacy of the Lighthouse trilogy. The 3 stories, from Jamie's tears to Dakota's confession, and now the letter, have become one of the most authentic love tragedies Hollywood has ever seen. A Los Angeles screenwriter said, "If someone rewrote the whole story as a movie, it would be the La La Land of the decade, but with more real sadness." Art magazines described it as a modern romantic tragedy, a triangle not of betrayal, but of growth, forgiveness and the beauty of letting go. The closed door. According to sources close to the couple, after the letter was leaked, Jamie called Dakota. The call lasted less than 5 minutes, but that was all they needed. A witness recounted. "He just said, 'I don't want the world to know about this.' And Dakota said, 'It's okay. Maybe the world needs to know.' No tears, no drama. Just 2 souls saying goodbye one last time, this time with nothing left unfinished." Jamie's new chapter. After the incident, Jamie withdrew from the Hollywood spotlight for a while. He traveled to Ireland, where he was born, to spend time with his parents and daughters. He told friends that he was writing music, not for Dakota, but for those who never got to say goodbye. A new song has been leaked, called Unsent. The lyrics are simple. "Maybe the sea will carry my words to you. Maybe the wind will whisper my name. And if love is still out there somewhere, I hope it finds you again." The song became an instant hit online. Fans called it Jamie's response to the Lighthouse. Dakota's quiet visit. In September, paparazzi caught Dakota Johnson secretly arriving in Ireland. She was not with Chris Martin. According to the Irish Mirror, Dakota arrived in the village where Jamie was staying, just for a day. No one knows what they said. A local said, "They walked along the beach, no one said anything. Just holding hands in the cold wind. Then she left before sunset." The scene shocked those who witnessed it, a final, heartfelt, peaceful goodbye. Hollywood's most beautiful goodbye. 3 months later, at the Golden Globes, Jamie Dornan was nominated for Best Actor for After the Storm. On the red carpet, a reporter asked, "Jamie, after all this, do you still believe in love?" He smiled, looking up at the ceiling filled with lights. "Always. Love is the only thing left." In the auditorium, Dakota sat in the guest seats, quietly clapping. Chris Martin looked at her, then smiled too, not jealous, not envious, just a quiet sympathy between hearts that had once been touched. The end. A year later, Jamie published a photobook called Still, consisting of photos he took during his time in Ireland, accompanied by notes from an old letter. The last page reads, "To the girl who gave me the courage to write. To the man who taught me how to forgive. To the woman who stayed and gave me strength. This story was never about me." At the end of the letter, he signed, Jamie Dornan, London 2025. Conclusion: The lighthouse still burning. In Malibu, the iconic lighthouse associated with this story has a small plaque engraved with the words, "For Jamie, Dakota and Chris. Because true love never ends, it just changes shape." Every year, hundreds of fans come here, leaving flowers, letters and wishes for the three people who taught them. Love doesn't always end in happily ever after, but it can end in peace. Jamie Dornan's letter may have been leaked, but the truth about him has spread far and wide. In the hypocritical world of Hollywood, he did what no one else dared to do: love truly, hurt truly, and forgive truly. And somewhere, amid the music, the waves, and the light from the lighthouse, we know Jamie, Dakota, and Chris will forever be bound together, not by love, but by the light of souls who have learned to love and let go.